Hello and welcome to another planning appeal case study video. I'm John Peters, and in this video I'm going to explain how we overcame a recent refusal by Canterbury Council for one of our clients. This planning appeal was to overcome the refusal for a 5-bedroom dwelling that was refused by the local authority, Canterbury Planning Department. Our client was initially booked in for a free, no obligation consultation to run through the refusal reasons that had been used by Canterbury Council and to evaluate if an appeal was viable or if an alternative option would be best suited for them. The free no obligation consultation, which took around 20 minutes, found that this case was viable for appeal to the Planning Inspectorate, taking the decision process away from Canterbury Council Planning Department. This case was refused by Canterbury for the following reasons. The replacement dwelling, by virtue of its 3-storey scale, design, bulk, mass and flat roof form, would fail to have significant regard for the context and character of the site, resulting in a poorly designed, incongruous and insubordinate addition to the street scene. As always, with a planning appeal, we look at the refusal reasons, and when they are as subjective as these ones, we absolutely 100% would urge you to look carefully at an appeal as an option. It would be unfortunate to reduce the size of the proposal and still not get a permission on the revised smaller design, and then be out of time to appeal the larger original proposal. Many of you are repeatedly stating to us that you've had little or no correspondence throughout the application process, and the first thing you knew about receiving the refusal notice was when it came through the post, and in some cases when you received a letter from ourselves. With planning appeals, experience matters. Our specialist appeals team, who handle over 2.5% of all planning appeals in England and Wales that are currently produced and submitted, start by producing a comprehensive and robust appeal statement. In this specific case, it covered 29 pages and was just over 6,200 words. As an organisation, we've been finding recently a number of errors in various local authority planning officers' decisions. These errors do help support the appeal cases. We do suspect the increase in these errors has been caused by cutbacks at local authorities and unprecedented increases in workload that are piled on the reducing numbers of planning officers. It is important to detail in the appeal statement where the local authority failed in their assessment of the case, and how, where possible, both local and national policies apply in favour of the appeal. Additionally, if possible, bringing in similar cases that the Planning Inspectorate found in favour of at the appeal. Obviously, with the back catalogue we have of wins, we're able to use these cases and what the inspector said in them as additional argument to support the case we're working on. Recently, we had a client state that a competitor of ours has said to them that they use our wins to help them produce their appeals. I suppose that is a compliment for our team, but obviously with that methodology, it does not give them the underlying knowledge to be able to adapt arguments to specific cases. It's important to know that no two cases are the same, and the arguments need to be produced for the specific case in hand. Once an appeal statement is completed, we send the document to our client asking them to check that they are happy for us to submit the case. If we need to add any additional information that the client may have forgotten previously to supply, it's done at this point and the case is then submitted. It's vitally important that all the documents and responses are submitted on time throughout the process, as failure to do so will result in the appeal not being successful, something we do hear about often when people attempt an appeal for the first time. Always ensure you use a professional who has considerable experience of appeals. It is worth asking them for some recent successful planning appeal case studies, like the ones you find on our website. Due to the large numbers of cases we represent, we have a dedicated team that liaises with the Planning Inspectorate on a daily basis. For this appeal, an independent planning inspector from the Planning Inspectorate visited the site on the 7th of August, and we're pleased to confirm the appeal was upheld and the permission granted on the 23rd of August in a 4-page appeal decision notice. If you'd like to find out how we can help you with your planning appeal, complete our online form on our website www.planningappealsuk.com, and our new case support team will arrange for a free, no obligation consultation with one of our planning appeal assessment professionals. Would you like to find an appeal case study for a certain type of application, or even in a selected area? We have so many and not all of them are published or filmed, but that does not mean we can't show you what you're looking for. ask our planning appeal assessment professional during your free no obligation consultation. Thank you for taking the time to watch this planning appeal case study video, and I look forward to producing another one very shortly. Thanks a lot. Bye.